You might be interested in building a profitable, high-ticket marketing agency. After all, it's a business model that can be very lucrative. I've seen people go from complete beginner all the way to making 7 figures as an entrepreneur, bringing in millions of dollars. But let's face it, there is a lot of bad advice out there when it comes to starting a marketing agency, especially if you're a beginner. And if you follow some of the advice that I've seen out there, you'd not only end up broke and frustrated, but you just might end up getting into legal trouble on top of it. Now, I bring this up because one of my viewers asked a question under one of my videos just recently. Let me show you that question here. Okay, cool. Yeah, this was on a video that I was doing with Mike Filsame and some of his team from the Traffic Syndicate. And the person dropped a comment and said, so trying to sell Facebook ads to pool remodelers as a beginner is probably a bad idea then? So he's talking specifically in this case about Facebook ads, of trying to start with no knowledge as a complete beginner and then trying to charge money to pool remodels as a beginner. I agreed. And I said, yes, it's a horrible idea. Don't do that.
No, God!
And so in this video, I would like to talk more in depth what to do instead. And this question is really important because I don't believe in playing the fake it till you make it game. Instead, I'm going to show you a legitimate way to land high-ticket clients and bank big bucks without having to resort to unethical tactics, because business is based on trust. And if you follow fraudulent advice, you'll end up building zero trust with your customers and zero trust with the leads and prospects and people that you come into contact with. And you're going to lose out on potentially millions of dollars that you could have made doing it legitimately. So to answer the question, is offering Facebook ads as a beginner a bad idea? Sort of. Let me explain. You can, as a beginner, do this. But if you go out and you try to pitch yourself as an expert in Facebook ads and you try to charge high ticket prices and with zero experience whatsoever, that is horrible advice. But again, don't let this scare you away from building a marketing agency that charges premium prices. Just use this 4-step formula of going from zero to a pro, and you can do it in a matter of weeks. So step 1 is study. So step 1 is don't be a beginner. The first thing you need to do before offering any sort of high ticket services is to actually get educated and understand the process. Take the example of running Facebook ads for people. The first thing you would do if you wanted to do that is study up on the subject of Facebook ads. Thankfully, there's tons of educational material online on this subject. Now, you could use paid learning platforms like Udemy or LinkedIn Learning, or you could use free educational platforms like YouTube. You can learn all about the different strategies and tactics, and whether you pay someone for that advice or not, you need to put together an online study plan. Don't just randomly study a bunch of stuff. Give yourself a plan of what do you want to learn, what do you need to learn to be able to become an expert in that topic. And then when you're done, you move on to the next step. Some people aren't going to like this. And step number 2, do the work for free. That's right. Now, I'll explain how you can do the work for free and still get paid. This is an important step because now that you understand how to deliver results, you've got to prove yourself. Now, you're going to go from the theory of the subject and go and get practical experience. But since you don't have a track record, you're unlikely to land high-ticket clients anyway. If you have no proof, you have nobody you've delivered the services for, even if you understand Facebook ads intimately, right? And we're not talking just Facebook ads. This could be whether you're doing AI services, or you're doing lead generation, or you're doing webmaster and web design stuff. Even though you have the knowledge, if you don't have the practical experience and the proof, people are not going to give you money in the first place. You're just going to waste your time. So instead, this is where you build your track record by offering services for free. Now, there's a little more to this. I'll explain in a minute, but this allows you to get hands-on experience, build your portfolio, and collect testimonials that you can use later to attract high-ticket clients and close them in the future. Now, most importantly, this step will take you from a beginner to an authority on your offer. Think of this step as being an intern. So people who go to school, they have to do some kind of internship to get some practical experience in their field. So think of this like your internship. It's just done part-time on the side, land a few clients for free, but at the time, it's going to suck because you're not making money up front. Do all the work up front and you're not going to be paid until you have results. When you have come out the other end with some results, you will be an experienced expert with practical knowledge, and you'll have a handful of testimonials and success stories. But let me tell you, if working for free sounds awful to you, you can work on what's called a contingency fee. So you heard me talking about how there's a way to give away services for free and still get paid. So you go out and you land your first client. You can do it on a contingency fee. This is where the clients only pay you after you get them results. So you do all the work up front. They have zero risk. This allows you to land brand new clients even without testimonials because you've removed all the risk. Once you can now call yourself experienced in your area, you can move on to step 3. And that is to put together your high ticket offer. And now that you have got the knowledge, the practical experience, the testimonials, it's time to craft your high ticket offer. Now to do that, you should use my methodology called 10 PGB. If you haven't seen this on the channel, I talk about it quite a lot, but we have a very special training lesson that will teach you how to go out and find the 10 biggest problems, goals, and benefits that your clients are looking for. And you could use AI to mine this and find this information. It's like the psychological reasons that people will give you money. So you use these things to put together your offer. You want to solve their biggest problems. You want to help them achieve their biggest goals and get the benefits that they're looking for. And at this stage in the process, you should be able to get away with charging premium prices because now you're going to be able to address their biggest problems and goals that they have. You have the background and the knowledge to help them achieve those, and you have some testimonials to prove it, right? You've now collected, even if it's just one single success story, you've got some proof, and they can feel confident that you can move them closer to solving the problems and achieving the goals. And now they will give you money, and you can ethically do this without having to lie and misrepresent yourself. And you come out the winner in the end by using this process. And this comes down to step 4. You need to promote your offer. And if you're an expert in the area with this premium offer, people are going to be willing to pay you a lot of money for it. But you just need to get the offer in front of your ideal customers. So as part of that process in the 10 PGB video that I've linked to down below, it'll talk about zeroing in and finding your ideal customers. And now you want to get your offer in front of them. Now, I'm a strong believer in using paid ads to get leads. So I will spend money on whether it's with Google and YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or wherever to attract leads who are interested in my stuff. So you can use paid ads to accomplish this like I do, but if you want to land your first client on a budget, then I recommend instead using cold email to get your first clients. Now, with cold email, you're going to be reaching out to complete strangers by email to get your offer in front of them. Now, to do it correctly, there's a number of best practices you got to follow. It's a very step-by-step process. You gotta do it right. I'll put the link to that down below as well, so you can watch the video on how do you do cold email and how do you do cold outreach to land your first clients on a shoestring budget. So you don't have to break the bank with paid ads. You can if you want to. Check out my channel. I've got tons of content on paid ads, but specifically look below for that link to how to use cold outreach to land marketing clients. And it goes step by step in detail about that. I hope you got a lot of value from this training. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. You can tap the like button down below. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback about this video, drop in on the comments and let me know. More importantly, subscribe so that you get more content just like this. We release content like this all week long. I want to make sure that you get the very best content. So tap the subscribe button. You'll see the little bell icon. Make sure you tell YouTube that you want to get all the notifications. Otherwise, YouTube's a little weird. They won't tell you when I launch new content, and sometimes you'll miss out. So instead, tap that bell icon and tell YouTube you want all the notifications of when we post our content to the channel. And on that note, we shall see you next time. Bye for now. So for those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.